Hey everyone, how's it going? So here I have a design for Model 3Y LCD dashboard display, and this will go on top of the steering wheel column right there. It looks really good with the yoke steering wheel. Even you don't have the yoke steering wheel and you don't like where the display is at, this gives you the ability to see some of the car functions as well as your speed and your range and also your autopilot full self-driving control. So we'll mess around with the functionality once we get it installed, but just want to give you a quick unboxing. This is what it comes with now. So it's not that nice 3 box anymore, I think, because now it works for the Y and you can customize between the 2 vehicles. But essentially this is the display itself. Very high quality, and again, they attach on top of your steering wheel column. And what comes with this is really just this display, and then you have your pry tool, and then you have your extension cable from the display to your actual autopilot controller computer, and that's located underneath the glove box there. So it's pretty easy to open this up because it's just the same process that you would do for your cabin filter. The 2 cover that you'll be removing is this one. This is a Gen 2, so you actually don't have to remove this piece. But if you have the Gen 1 dash, there's a piece here that you knock out. Then you remove this cover, and then this cover here. Run the wire from the autopilot computer along the dash there, connect to the actual steering wheel itself, and you're good to go. So what I've seen, the hardest part is trying to plug this in to your autopilot computer underneath the dash, but otherwise this should be an easy install. Just trying to get that cover off, maybe a little bit of a challenge, but it does come with the tools that you need here. And yeah, you have a small pry tool, a bigger pry tool, and a screwdriver. All right, I also give you USB A to C. You have this Allen wrench, instruction, but we'll do it without instruction. We'll describe our whole experience and process. Let's see how long this will take. Okay, so the first step we did was remove the cover underneath the passenger seat. So this is what you do when you change your cabin filter. It's really just held in by clips that you use their flathead screwdriver to open up. And it just slides right out. And you want to unplug your light as well as your speaker, so then you will have access computer controller. Then you want to pry this cover out using the large pry tool. And it comes out like that. Next step, you want to take this cover off. That just came off without a pry tool. So now you can actually run the wire along here, along your dash. All right, using the same pry tool, you want to pop this open. Just like that, same process. And then now you just lift the dash up like so on both sides. So the next step, we just open up these 2 clips here. This is for the leather housing, but before we did that, we actually lowered the steering wheel all the way down. The provided screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, just put it inside, bend it over, and then it pops right out. Okay, don't lose these. So put it in the cup holder. And then also you want to move your steering wheel all the way forward towards you. So all the way towards you. And you just want to reach in like so. And there should be 4 clips. So just pry open slowly and it should come up. So I found it really helpful. You use a smaller pry tool and poking the prong. There's 4 clips. So one before the column, the drive column, and then one after it, midway in between. Same thing on the left hand side. And that seemed to work. And then lifting from the back up first and then pulling forward. And the whole piece came out fairly smoothly. Just do it very slowly and nothing will break. So you do have to transfer this leather piece onto the new top fit. Let's go ahead and do that. And all you need to do is just open up the 2 sides here. Just pull it outward and it should come right off. And it came right off. Okay. Same thing on the other side. And then just squeeze these 4 tabs together. Okay, so this leather cover piece just came right off. The trick is open the side up first and then just squeeze all the tabs and this will just pop right off. Okay, so you want to save this cover, transfer it to the top fit display. So you transfer the leather cover over. Okay, now reinstall this. And before you push it down, just make sure you pull the wire of this display out. It's facing the rear first. So you can connect it later with the wire to the autopilot. So I'm going to plug in the autopilot wire first and then plug it into the display, then push down the actual mount itself. All right, so the computer plug is right here. Is the gray one above this beige one. So that's where we want to pull it out and then plug in the wire. Right, so I finally got this top fit LCD display installed. It took about 45 minutes. If it wasn't for that plug to the autopilot computer, probably take 20 minutes. I spent at least 10 to 15 minutes trying to plug it back in. Taking it out wasn't too difficult. You just need 2 flathead screwdriver and it pops right out. One to clip it open and the other to pry it open. Do it gently, and plugging it back in, just make sure that you go in an angle. So laying upside down was the best option for me. You've probably seen other videos how difficult that is for other YouTubers as well. As for the display, it's absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it came with the vehicle. The high gloss display is high resolution, just like the Tesla Model 3 center display. So it doesn't have too much option. It's not touch screen. You control it by the scroll wheel. So if you want to change some of the menu, you can change it from Model 3 to Model Y. So I know there's another YouTuber out there that didn't know how to do that. They were stuck on Model 3. But yeah, you can totally change it between Model 3 and Model Y. You can change the theme from simple to classic. So right now it's on it's on simple. But if I want to change it to classic, I just highlight it and then click it to the right once, then it select, then you scroll the wheel to classic, and then you wait, right click, and it select, and that's the difference. I do like the simple display, so I'm going to switch that back. This is the more complex. So I do like the simple display. So I don't like the classic. So I'm just gonna select simple again. Then click it to the right. So how you do this is fairly tricky. It's under a time of 3 seconds. So you can scroll up and down. There's no time limit. But once you go into a mode, like a setting, you have to click it to the right, wait about a second, then it select. Now you can select. And then to get out, you right click again on the right scroll wheel, that is. And then keep going down. You have your scroll wheel option to change your wheel type, and then your language, time zone, and then also the color, car color. Right now it's default to white, so it matches this vehicle, so I'm going to leave it as is, but if you want to change it to red, blue, whatnot. So this is how it looks with the speed odometer. You also have the cluster here, which is very nice. You have your range left. I like how it gives you the range plus the percentage. Tesla, on the other hand, only gives you either the range left or the percentage. It just takes a tap. But again, it's nice to have it on both display here. And your drive mode, park. This is pretty critical for a lot of older driver or driver that likes to see it right in front of their face. This is perfect because look at Tesla display on which drive mode they're in. Park, reverse, neutral. Look how small that's probably a font of, I don't know, 9, 10. I'm probably exaggerating. It's probably 12. But sitting in the driver's seat, you can barely even see what drive mode you're in. It's actually pretty ridiculous. When you put it in drive, it does change to a larger font, but then it changed to how fast you're going after that. So you won't know what gear you are in after you're driving for a while, especially when you're moving at 1 or 2 miles per hour. It will take over instead of showing you which drive mode you're in. And then you're back to the small icon. So with this, you will always know what gear you're in. Well, not gear, but what direction of motion that you will be running into, your garage wall or the kitchen wall. So it helps with safety and prevent unnecessary accidents. So hopefully you find this video helpful. Again, you have to see this display in person. I can't really explain it, but on pictures on the website, it doesn't look as premium. But just seeing this in person, once it's installed, it just matches the resolution of this Tesla display. It is less of high resolution, but since the display is smaller, much smaller, it just looks almost identical like it came with the vehicle. I know you can turn this light off for this logo. I just haven't figured that out yet. But hopefully you find this video helpful. Again, Top Fit, link in the description. Check them out. Good quality accessories for a Tesla. So remember to subscribe. Catch you all next time.